Hi, everybody. This is Mike. Alongside me is Bert. We are here in lieu of a normal episode because Fonz is flying back from Washington, D.C., and we are trying to manage our time appropriately.
Yes.
Um, so we are here, and instead of the episode this week, we are giving you at least our brief review of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view from this past Saturday.
Or
Rest-
as the recording name that I gave it, that cage thing.
yes, that cage thing. Or as they call it in Germany, no escape.
Yes.
For reasons. Bert, how are you today, and how did you enjoy what of the pay per view you were able to see?
Uh well, I was only able to catch the championship match, and as you put it, you caught the disappointment.
Yes, yes, I know, and we will get to that in
Yeah.
our main event. I feel the same way as you, but we will discuss that. So let's get started. We'll begin at the beginning.
That's a great place to start.
It is a great place to start. I prefer starting at the end, but
Hmm.
no. We open.
You know what? I like Quentin Tarantino style. We'll start in the middle, then go to the
Yeah,
beginning,
that's
and then
always
go to
kind of
the
got.
end.
Yeah, I've that's always kind of gotten me as to why he does that. But who am I to judge the billion-dollar filmmaker
Yeah.
who loves blood? Unlike Vince. So we we opened up our Elimination Chamber pay-per-view with, surprisingly to me, the women's Elimination Chamber match,
Hmm.
which the winner got the title match against Bianca Blair. I love saying her name like that. At WrestleMania 39. Bert, what? So we got Asuka winning. What did you think of Asuka winning? First of all,
Honestly, I'm not really surprised at Asuka winning. I feel like since she's been gone a while, since the whole Alexa Bliss, Belair, Asuka trio against Damage Control. I guess the company is looking to push the new Murder Clown gimmick. Not that it's new for anyone else, but it's new for WWE.
Kana, yes, formerly known as Kana.
Yes. Um, I think we discussed it last time we had our episode that it might have been a little too early, but I understand it. I'm not necessarily mad, but it's WWE.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, she still has a lot of the traction from before her hiatus.
Hmm.
I do think it's a little too soon with a new-ish gimmick. Um, I mean, I went over who I thought should have won last week, which I had Raquel and Liv.
Hmm.
Um, I was very disappointed in the fact that Liv went out second, and that they keep doing this thing where she like passes out smiling in submissions. I don't understand what's going on there. But um,
Yeah.
what really disappointed me most about, I mean, I think overall the match was great.
Hmm.
What I just disagreed with most was not Asuka winning. It was the fact that Carmella made it to the last two.
The one person I didn't want in there at all, and they had her be the Iron Woman.
Yes, the eliminations went as follows. Nikki Cross was eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan was eliminated by Asuka and Natalia in dual submissions. Natalia eliminated by Carmella. Raquel Rodriguez eliminated by Asuka and Carmella, pinning her together. And then Carmella finally made Carmella tap, to the delightment of all of us, both in the crowd and home.
Carmella made Carmella tap.
Asuka made Carmella tap.
Okay.
I apologize. There's a lot of names.
Yes.
But yeah, so Asuka will face Bianca Belair
Hmm.
at WrestleMania 39. I'm going to guess night one, because I'm going to guess they're going to give Charlotte night two.
I get well.
Charlotte and Rhea.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna split it up. I don't know who's going to get night 1, who's going to get night 2. Someone's getting overshadowed by Roman and Cody.
Yeah, and maybe Sammy. I mean, we'll get to that
Yeah,
because it's a
we'll
little
get to that.
interesting. But yeah, I think unless they're going to give one of the women the main event,
Yeah.
like that's how where I would see Charlotte and Rhea on night 1 is if it's the main event because I
Mhm.
think that's the more, I guess, appetizing women's championship match
Well,
setup.
also Rhea's your Rumble winner, so she automatically gets a main event.
Oh, so actually they might be on night 1. They might
Yeah.
main event night 1. Okay, I forgot that they do that where it's like not only do they get a title shot, but it's usually the main event.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, but either way, I mean, bravo, Asuka.
Yeah, bravo.
You are.
Uh
We're in the top 3. You were in the top 3 choices.
yeah. The match lasted about 19 minutes, 30 seconds, and it
Yeah.
marked Liv's 4th time in an Elimination Chamber
Yeah,
match.
they said that on the way out for her that she's like she was the most experienced one as far as chamber matches
Mhm.
in the chamber. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like she's been around that long, but I guess she
No.
has. Next up, we had Bobby Lashley defeating Brock Lesnar by disqualification as he put Brock in the Hurt Lock, and Brock decided to give him a calf to the nether regions.
Oh, you mean it was the
Big meaty man slapping me.
Yes, that match, the big meaty men slapping meat match. And you know
Yes.
what? I was really hoping they no, I'm not going to say it like that, but I was really hoping the match would go longer than it did.
Mhm.
Um, I knew
Yeah,
it wasn't going to be a long one, which is why they put it on
I
second.
see it only lasted just under 5 minutes.
Yeah, I gave it like 10. I was
Hmm.
like, okay, 10's a good. But they just started once they started hitting finishers on each other. I'm like, oh, yep, this is like a 5 minute match.
This is the big meanie men slapping meat match.
Yeah, I didn't expect it nor like it ending by DQ. What did you think?
Definitely did not see a disqualification being the end to it. I guess this means we'll get a rematch at Mania.
That's what I said. In the group chat.
However, we do have this weird third element now where Bray Wyatt came out
Oh
Friday night
yeah,
and was like, I don't care who wins, Bobby or Brock, run.
I forgot about that, and now there's a whole nother wrinkle to that match that I
Yeah.
don't.
Where Bobby straight out came out on Twitter and was like, nah man, you run.
So I guess it's Bobby. Is
Yeah.
Brock going away now?
He might, but he also might stay around to screw over Bobby and more stuff.
Right. So the
Um,
question is it like Bray and Bobby at Mania, and then like we do Bobby Brock the actual rubber match of Bobby Brock at like SummerSlam? Like
Possibly.
Brock screws Bobby over at Mania,
Mhm.
which does nothing for Bray's character, which would make me angry,
Yeah.
and then just like goes away. I just want okay. Can I just want Fat Bobby. I
Yeah.
want that gimmick because that sounded like an awesome story. So,
Yeah.
however we need to get there, let's get there.
Let's get there fast.
Let's get there faster. Like Mania starts it. Like let's start this at Mania.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just very unsatisfying. But like I said, if we are doing the rubber match for either way, whether it's at Mania or SummerSlam, like I said to some people right after it happened, I'm like, oh, we now have our clearly defined face and heel for this
Yeah.
third match. Because it was kind of like a on the fence thing where like most people really like both of them,
Mhm.
and like the presentation of Brock has been Cowboy Brock is best Brock.
Yes.
Um, but now we have okay, Brock's the bad guy
Mhm.
because he's the one
Brock's
that
bad
cheated.
guy again. Good.
Yeah, which that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Like Brock's a good heel. So
Bad
I
cowboy
don't know.
Brock. Ooh.
Is he going to flip the ring this time instead
Yeah.
of just kind of moving it?
I also heard that Brock went off script yet again in his attempt to F5 the ref for a second time instead of just once.
Oh, it was supposed to only be once.
Yeah.
He also swore backstage.
Yeah.
He did the swear thing. They
He
don't
he
like
did the
that.
swear thing backstage and was like, stuff happens.
If you've seen Forrest Gump, the bumper sticker.
For those of you who have not seen Forrest Gump, go watch it.
Go watch it. Great movie. Great movie. Next up, we had not what I expected necessarily, because we knew what the main event was going to be. I thought they'd have the Chamber next and have the kind of rest match be this one, but we got Edge and Beth Phoenix, the rated R super couple, versus
the Grit Couple.
The Grit Couple. Against the Judgment Day, represented by Finn Balor and your 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea, and probably future SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea
Ripley. With
and Dominic,
their puppy dog.
Yes. It's just getting so old. I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah, I need the Ray Dominic match now so we can be done with this.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we're getting it at Mania. But all right, so Edge and Beth Phoenix get the win. Not necessarily what I expected. I was expecting the continued push of Rhea involving her pinning Beth. But
no.
I mean, what do you think the right person won? Like, what did you think?
I said this in our predictions.
You did.
The right couple won, in my opinion.
Okay.
Whether or not it aligns with pushing the current storylines, that's yet to be believed. I know I wasn't able to catch the post press interview, but it looks like Edge is game for something else.
Yes.
I guess that's going to be the Hell in a Cell blood feud match that we were supposed to get at Royal Rumble, if not for Edge filming another TV show.
Well, as of this recording tonight, he has a United States Championship match.
Ooh.
Yes. Theory issued an open challenge. I believe Edge went. I didn't catch the whole press conference either. I believe Theory went first, or at least before Edge. He put out an open challenge to anyone tonight, and Edge, in his part of the press conference, accepted it. He's like, we're going to be in Ottawa. I haven't wrestled there in 17, 18 years. And he said, I haven't held gold since I retired as World Heavyweight Champion. So
that might have been the clip I saw then.
I think it's going to end up with the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Maybe at Mania, but
it supposedly the end to this is supposed to be Edge versus Demon Finn.
Please. I beg.
Which at that point it's going to be Brood Edge versus Demon Finn, in my opinion.
Just rising up in the circle. Finn did say on his way, as he was being dragged away from the ring after the spear and pin by Rhea, he was yelling that I'll get you. This isn't over. I'm not done with you.
I'll get you and your little dog too.
That's my wife. But Edge looked at him and was like, "You're in my rear view." So maybe he starts getting tormented by the demon on the way to WrestleMania.
Could be it. What did you think of Edge using Shatter Machine?
Yeah, that was interesting. Is it a sign?
There were a couple people I was talking to saying that yes, this was them hinting that Revival is coming back. I
do know that they became friends with Edge over the course of their careers, especially in WWE. Edge knew them from when they were training. Did they train? He didn't train them, did he? Or wasn't it?
That I'm not too sure.
But I think he knows their trainer and maybe showed them some stuff. Anyway, there's a story behind it. I remember they became friends, and then he would visit them at the PC and up on the main roster and stuff. So, yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be very cool.
Are they the bigger than Jay White free agent we've been hearing about?
Think so. No. I honestly do think it's Punk. Because
I know some news outlets were saying that Jay White, the front runner, is WWE. But
Yeah, I mean, obviously, just to keep things open, he's hinting at everybody.
yeah,
He said there's there's a lot of different places to go. I've heard that too, that WWE is the favorite. Um, I saw a theory that says, what if it's Roman, Sammy, and Cody at Mania at the end on night 2 to main event night 2, and Roman wins, probably pinning Sammy,
probably.
and then suddenly Cult of Personality plays,
Yes.
or he goes on Raw or SmackDown and says there's no one left to challenge him, and then Cult of Personality.
That'd be fantastic.
But our next match was the other Elimination Chamber, which
The reason for that caged thing.
yes, the reason for that cage thing and the name of the pay-per-view. For the
Yes.
United States titles, the first time to my memory, Fonz likes facts, so he'll enjoy this.
Mm.
It's the first time that the U.S. title has ever been defended in the Elimination Chamber.
I believe you are correct. I don't remember the Chambers ever having a stipulation other than a shot for the WWE Championship or for the World Heavyweight WWE Championship.
Yeah.
So I believe this is the first time the Chamber has been for the mid-card belt. And it went poorly in my decision.
Oh, in the decision. Okay.
Yes.
The match itself, I can tell you, was
Oh.
fantastic.
The match from what I saw was fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing.
Montez Ford is Spider-Man.
Yes. I was like, what's he doing? And then all of a sudden he like turned himself upside down. I'm like, is he gonna draw? But the interaction, I now want to see either a tag team or a feud between Seth and Johnny Gargano, because they had like their interactions throughout the match were great.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what Johnny did to Seth?
I did not.
Seth was going, they were sitting, it was funny. They climbed and like fought guys off onto a pod, right? And so they're just kind of sitting there, resting, looking at each other while people are on the ground or fighting down on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay. And then Seth just slaps Johnny in the chest, picks him up, goes for a power bomb. Johnny turns it into like a Hurricane Rana and flips Seth onto everybody else.
Nice.
It was awesome. Yeah, as much as like I don't think any of us are really high on Theory, they are. And so, yeah. I figured Theory was going to win. Supposedly,
Yeah.
like I said on the show, supposedly it's Cena. Supposedly it's Theory Cena.
Well, from what I just saw this morning, Cena has been confirmed to show up in Boston on March 6th.
Okay, so it's Theory Cena for the U.S. title, and I think Theory's going to win that. I'll say that now.
I need
They're gonna
Cena to win and
they're
bring
gonna-
back the spinner U.S. belt.
They're going to give him the rub
No.
by
No,
having him beat. Yeah.
no. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. I don't want it.
Future WWE champion Austin Theory.
No.
Yes.
That's
what they
just
said.
your Austin Theory.
Ha. Ha ha. Yeah, so let's see. What were our eliminations? Our eliminations were Bronson Reed,
Oh man.
technically eliminated by Montez Ford, although it took it literally, you have to go back, and if you haven't seen it, you have to go back and watch him get eliminated. It took I can't even remember the order. I think it was a Montez super kick, then a Johnny and Montez super kick, then a Johnny Montez and Seth super kick, then all three of their finishers, and then Montez finished with the frog splash, so he got the pin.
Okay.
But before that, Bronson wrecked everybody.
Sounds about right. What I wanted.
Also, I will say in both chamber matches, they did spots with people trying to lock themselves, the cowardly people, like I think it was Theory and Carmella, respectively, trying to lock themselves back in their pods, and did like
Of course.
kind of comedy spots with both of them. especially the Austin one, because he shut the door on Johnny on one side, but forgot to shut the other side. So Seth came around and just was standing there, and Johnny's like, and then they both got in the pod and just started punching him in. They locked the pod behind them and just started punching him. That's funny.
Fantastic.
So yeah, we got Bronson re-eliminated first by Montez Ford, technically. Then Johnny Gargano eliminated by Damian Priest. Priest eliminated by Ford. And then Ford and Rollins eliminated by Theory within like 4 minutes of each other.
Mhm.
And that was the Austin Theory. The reason why Seth Rollins was eliminated.
Yes, everyone's favorite YouTuber showed up.
Yes.
And all I can think about is how did he get in?
I can explain to you how he got in.
Okay.
So, Theory pinned Montez
Okay.
after Seth gave him a stomp through the ropes
Okay.
onto like the outside in between the pods, which by the way is padded now. It's not a graded floor, metal graded floor anymore. It's padded. But he gave him the stomp, and that
match.
I know. So what they did is that Montez was real messed up because of the stomp, because it hit it on the floor. It's padded. So it took him a while to get out. They had to like bring in a bunch of refs and trainers and stuff to help him out. They dragged him out. They had to have the door open while they were taking him out. They also had him collapse in the doorway so the door would stay open. Logan Paul came running down. He hit Seth, and Theory got the win. So that's how they did it.
I don't like that. Seth should have won.
I was confused at first why Montez was taking so long. I'm like, I hope he's not actually hurt. He did a good job. I was like, I hope he's not actually hurt. But they didn't show the X. So I was like, I don't think he's actually hurt. I was like, oh, he collapsed in the doorway. Why are they having him collapse in the door? And then Paul and Logan Paul, I'm like, oh, damn it.
Damn it. They are pushing this match.
Yep. We're looking at Seth Logan at Mania. A waste of Seth Rollins Mania match, but that's okay. He'll make it a good match anyway.
Yeah, it'll be a fantastic match. He'll wear the $350 boots again.
The Astro Boy boots?
Yeah.
Love those boots. 5 sizes too big. Yes, but Austin Theory remains your United States champion. And also, speaking of remaining champion, we get to our main event.
Yes, these last 2 matches lasted almost about as long as each other.
Yes, exactly.
Men's chamber match lasted 31.5 minutes. The championship match lasted 32 and 20 seconds.
That took up half the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
With the last 2 matches. But that's okay, because they were both good matches. But yes, still your reigning, defending,
undisputed WWE Universal Champion. The head of the table, the tribal chief.
Roman Reigns. Much to the disappointment of the entire city of Montreal and us.
Yes.
I really wanted him to win. Also, side note, the Usos were in Canada.
Yeah, they were.
Where I was under the impression they're not allowed to be.
Interesting.
So there's that because of the whole DUI stuff. They take that pretty seriously in Canada. So last we knew, they weren't allowed there, but they were both there.
They were both there.
Yeah. In respect,
Jay almost turned on Roman.
Yes. Well, Jay did.
Yeah.
Okay. If you saw the whole match,
yes,
correct? What did you think of the whole match? Because I loved it.
It was fantastic up until Roman punched the ref.
Which time?
Both.
Yeah.
I get it. But like, guys, Paul.
You had it.
WWE. You had it. And then you lost it.
Yeah.
because you wanted to do the whole punch the ref thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not once,
Twice.
not twice, but 3 times throughout the entirety of this pay-per-view.
Yeah,
4,
we
because
did 3
Brock
cheating
went off
spots.
script.
We did 3 cheating angles in the same match.
Yeah, we did.
Only one of them worked. I mean, I do think it built Sammy up pretty strong,
Mm-hmm.
which was cool.
And now we'll get a Daniel Bryan situation for Mania.
Supposedly they think that's what's going to happen, but they don't know whether it's going to be they're going to split the titles and have it be Sammy Roman on night 1 and then Cody Roman on night 2. Or whether it's just going to be Sammy doing exactly what Daniel Bryan did and joining.
They'll probably do exactly what Daniel Bryan did, do the triple threat. And then as we hope and pray, Roman wins. And then we hear, it's clobbering time.
I'd love that. I'd love that so much. So there's 3 ways this goes I've seen.
Do tell.
A, Sammy joins Roman and Cody in the match and takes the fall for whoever. B, Roman ends up defending against Jay on night 1 via Paul Heyman shenanigans. Essentially, the plan I think of that would be that Roman, by the end of WrestleMania, Roman is left with 1 title but alone. Because during the Jay turns on Roman sometime between now and Mania. They face each other. They end up facing each other where Paul is the one that sets the matchup. They think Paul's going to turn on him.
If his quote when Kevin came out has any indication of that, then yes, I believe that.
Yeah. So they think that last I saw, they think Paul will secretly talk to Adam Pearce and set up the title match at Mania. Roman will come out for like a promo for facing Cody, and probably it'll go something like Jay will come out, and Paul will say, I wanted to give you a chance to take care of the problem," lying to him essentially. So I talked to Adam Pearce, and we agreed that this would only be for one of the belts.
Okay.
And he beats Jay. But in the process, Jimmy and Paul both turn on him during the match. And so he walks out alone. Or at least only with Solo for Cody. And loses. And Solo leaves him because, you just lost, so you can't be head of the table or something like that. Yeah.
No longer my tribal chief.
Yes. And odds are that if they split the titles, I've seen the one he'll keep is the Universal one. Because he's held that longer. The third one, which I like the idea of in principle, but not right now, the way the story's gone, was that it's now going to be Sammy and Kevin against the Usos.
That I did see.
And Sammy and Kevin will be the ones that take the belts off, which could also lead into the Jay Roman match.
Which belts? Both of them or one of them? Because now apparently they're distinguished.
Yeah, probably one of them, and then I don't know, somebody else wins the other one. I don't know if we get to Mania with them as either tag champion.
I can see that.
The way it's building up is like Roman's losing everything. Like he goes a step too far in berating Jay or whatever, and Jimmy steps in, and then that whole thing. But yeah, so I liked the match. I didn't necessarily like the finish because I wanted Sammy to win, but I liked that they let Kevin be a part of the show too. In Montreal, I thought that was a good touch. And like that non-spoken, "I'm sorry, I know," type of thing between Sammy and Kevin at the end. But yeah, Roman Reigns is still your champion, and we'll see where Sammy goes from here. It'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that's Elimination Chamber. How would you rate the show? Overall thoughts on the show?
Overall thoughts on the show, I'd probably give it a solid 3.5.
Okay, I'd probably bump it to a 4
Mhm.
because the matches were so good. Yeah, I would give it a 4.5 if not for like some of the decisions. If not for the Bobby Brock match, I might give it a 4.5 because I get what they're doing with a lot of, even if I disagree with the finishes. But yeah,
Mhm.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But I think we're setting up for a good Mania, so I'm excited. 2 nights of hoi.
Yeah, 2 nights of pure, unadulterated hell.
Excited for a Bray match at Mania.
Yes.
Uncle Howdy. It's got to be. By the way, seeing him on SmackDown, it's got to be Bo, right?
I mean, that's
That
the
looks
leading
like
theory.
Bo. That looks like Bo.
People were saying that the Uncle Howdy that came out on Friday can't be Bo because he was a little too husky. But
Harris. Yeah, Bo could have put on weight. He's been gone for like a year.
this is true.
Maybe they
But
wanted
yeah,
him.
if they're doing an angle where they're telling us who Uncle Howdy is and it's not Bo Dallas,
I'll be
be sad.
disappointed. Yeah, I'll be disappointed. Be disappointed. But that about wraps it up for Elimination Chamber. Thank you all for joining us. Bert, any final words on this brief portion of a show?
Can't wait to see y'all live again
Yes.
on Monday night Raw. Wait, no,
No, we're not on Monday Night
on Four Corners.
Now, Four Corner, if Monday Night Raw wants to bring Four Corners in,
Yeah,
I don't think
can
we would be opposed.
Can we be an official WWE podcast?
Yeah, right. We'll do it happily.
Yeah, where our fourth corner is a new wrestler every week.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I do like that idea. Well, yes, thank you for watching or listening wherever and whenever you may be. I guess, check us out on our other stuff. Albert has a YouTube channel on which Fonz has magical powers, and he has a Comic-Con video and a bunch of other cool videos. He's got a bunch of other stuff that he does that's coming, he has said, and that I'm excited for. It's going to be a good time. Fonz has a Slick Back Kickback report, and though he is not here, I will plug him because it is a great podcast, and I'm sure you and I will be on it, whether together or respectively,
at some point.
At some point soon.
And if for some reason,
my friend,
you
like
Mike,
there you go. I can never get it either. Like I'm like, which way are we? Yeah, check it out on Cinco Squad on Thursdays at 8:45 this week. We have a special guest coming. His name is Quentin Rose.
Oh,
he's a basketball player. He played at Temple University and is a current Westchester Knick in the G League. We're talking about all kinds of basketball stuff with him, his career and life, and very excited. And he went to high school up here where I live in Rochester. So
nice.
Very cool times, yes. But yes, thank you all for watching and listening. We appreciate you. We will be back next Monday at our usual 7 o'clock. And Bert, I think it's time to Too Sweet on out of here. See you next week, guys.
You're not getting away from us. Michael Nagasawa!
No!